Hello there. If you're planning on starting any sort of business where you need to ship products from your home, an absolutely essential but relatively expensive startup thing that you'll need is a label printer. Now, here's the thing, you could go out and print your own labels. You could have like a big bulky printer and regular printer print out the label on that piece of paper and fold the paper and fold it into the right shape and then tape it all around to tape it onto the item that you're shipping. You could go to the shipping center and print out the labels. They can do it for you. But at the end of the day, one of the best things you can possibly do is get a label printer, because you're going to be able to save money on printing the labels from home, because sometimes you have to buy custom labels and the company doesn't supply them for you. For example, if you don't buy prepaid labels or whatever, then you're going to have to print them out yourself. You're going to have to get a good deal. And if you're doing a lot of business, then saving money on your printing labels and your shipping fees is going to be very great. So with that said, printing labels just helps save so much time when you can print from home. And this is the Phomemo. I don't actually know if it's Phomemo. I'm just saying it that name because pho, like the food, Pho, the Vietnamese noodle shops, Pho, I'm guessing it's Phomemo, or it could be Phomemo or Pho memo. Anyway, this is the Phomemo version. And this is version 246, as you can see, label printer PM 246. The design is on the bottom. The model is on the bottom. And I have to say, this has been an absolutely amazing label printer. First of all, it's a thermal printer, so you don't need to get any special type of ink. When I had a regular printer, it was just such a pain to constantly have to put in new ink and then not have to use the printer for a long time, and the ink dries out, and then have to go buy a new thing of ink just for like a couple pages. So that was never something that I enjoyed. Ink printers, I think, are pretty outdated. There's probably not that many still. There's probably still a few out there, but I had to get rid of my ink printer, and I haven't even used it since. I'd rather go to the store and just get it printed out directly if I need a lot of pages. Otherwise, I send PDFs. But anyway, this is specifically for label printers. As far as label printers go, I'm not sure if they even have ink label printers, but this is a label printer that's thermal, so you don't have to replace the ink. Hopefully, I don't have to replace anything inside for many, many years. And with that said, this has been great so far. I'm looking inside, so you can obviously do different sizes here. You can adjust the size for the size of the thing that you need to print. Now this goes by, the standard I believe is 4x6, so you open it and it's about 4 inches wide. So you can stick a piece of paper in there, and it's about 4 inches wide, and the paper itself is about like 6 inches long. So let me just show you exactly what you can use. Now, my experience, the first one I've gotten is the Rollo brand. This is 4x6 shipping labels, Rollo brand. They come stuck to a piece of wax paper. So, pretty standard, just 4x6. You get any 4x6. I just found these labels on Amazon. They were a good price. They had a bunch of good reviews. So I decided to go with this one. So no specific reason besides the fact that, it's convenient and there was a lot of them. Clearly, you get plenty. You get plenty of these in this box. So, if you're starting a business that requires physical shipment of items, those are two must-haves, and a couple boxes. So some shipping containers, one of a shipping label printer, and also the shipping labels. And I also have a scale too that I use for the items, because that helps determine the weight of the item and how much you're going to pay for shipping. Obviously, I think if there's prepaid where it's like one size, and if anything that can fit in that container, then that's a flat rate. Oh, it's called a flat rate. Yeah, not prepaid, flat rate. So flat rate, anything that can fit in a box or the package, you can basically send for that price. But if you need to send custom type of items or anything like that, or bigger items, then it's important to have a shipping label printer. And even if you're doing the fast, or not, I forgot the name again. Not fast, not prepaid, but the standard rate or flat rate, where you pay one rate for any weight, but you got to fit whatever in there. The flat rate, you'll still want a shipping label printer because you need to print out those shipping labels. And I think if they, don't quote me on this, my guess, the reason why I would prefer to do it at home is because my guess is they probably charge you a little extra for stuff that you already have. Now again, this is pretty expensive, so you got to consider it a business cost. And if you don't plan on sticking with it for the long term, then obviously the price might not be worth the cost, right? So if you have like 5 or 10 items at home and you're making like $10 profit on each or whatever, if you're selling whatever it is, and you're gonna make $50, that's not even gonna cover the full price of the printing, the shipping label printer and the labels. So think about the business that you're going to start. If you have an Etsy and you're hand making things, then it might be handy. If you're going on eBay and you just want to get rid of a bunch of household stuff, like a dozen items, then it might not be worth it. But if you're doing an entire like garage sale and you want to like go to garage sales, flip products, and then you want to like import products and you plan on shipping, and this also came in handy when you want to ship to family. So if you have family all around the country, then what you can do is simply, it's great to have a shipping business, because you constantly just ship stuff out to your family members, and you don't have to worry about going to the shipping store to print out your labels and do all that, and then you gotta like talk about the price because they have all these like different prices behind the screen. You can just do it from your home computer. It's so much easier, saves time, and all you need to do, depending on the shipping facility, if you've got a shipping label already, you take the box, put the shipping label on it, and then you just drop it off. It's that easy. You don't have to wait in line to get it printed. And again, just thinking about the difference between this and a regular printer for your things, like if you print on 8x10 or 11 paper, if you print on 8x11 paper, you're gonna have to fold the paper so that it fits. So you're gonna have to fold the paper to the size of the printing label, fold the paper, tape it on so that it doesn't come off, and then it's a paper label, and then you're gonna have to make sure it fits, and then you gotta worry about ink and all that. Like, just save yourself the headaches, save yourself the energy, and just keep it simple. And this was pretty simple to install. One of the biggest questions that you probably have with this is it easy to install? So it's only got 2 cords that it needs. So one cord hooks directly into your computer. This one, I think, hooks directly into your computer. And this cord, this slot, hooks directly to the power. So anytime you need, you just hook this on via USB to your computer, and you connect the power, and it's basically ready to go as long as you have it installed on your computer. Now, how do you install it? Pretty simple. You install it by plugging it in, and then you can visit the website if you need support. So it's got multiple people you contact. The email is listed right on it. Email support@phomemo.com, support@www.phomemo.com, and they even have Skype and WhatsApp links that you can contact these people. That's amazing support right there. And I haven't had to use it because I can figure it out, so I can't like vouch for how great it actually is, but I'm sure it's good. And with that said, I have had to install and reinstall this before, but it's super easy. All you do is go to the website, and there's like a driver that you download. You download a device driver, and then that'll show up on your printing devices when you're ready to print. So it'll say like, label printer, and then you click label printer as the printer, and then it automatically prints. So you stick the paper back in here. It like has a quick little action where it goes in and goes out so that it sets itself in place. And then you click that label printer, click print, and it goes. Now, one thing you do want to do is make sure that it's set to the right setting of 4x6. That you can do right from the beginning, because there's different types of labels, different sizes. So when you print, you want to make sure that it's the right label size on the settings of the printer. This automatically will do it, but you need to have the print settings when you're on the screen, for the printer settings, to be 4x6. Assuming you're using 4x6, you could have a different type of label that you're sending out. I don't know, but that's the way to do it. It's an amazing printer. It's not too heavy, and it fits. It's pretty compact. As you can see, it's maybe just about the width of my head, and maybe double the width of like my chin. right? Like down here, right? So it's not too big and it fits compact. I keep it like in a tucked away in a corner somewhere where I can pull it out if I need to and do all that. So it's a fantastic label printer. Check it out, the Phomemo. This is the Phomemo 246. I don't think they have too many versions. I think they've only got a few models, but this has been great for me. It does the job, and with that, wish you the best on your shipping business that you're looking to get started. And I hope I helped you find the one that's just right for your current needs. And with that, wish you prosperity and health, and have a great day.